Real or Buzzword? Interesting, right? Okay, we've been hearing a whole lot about digital pharmacy, digital this, tech that. Why not join the conversation this morning on digital pharmacy, real or Buzzword? My guest is Temitope Kareem, the CEO and co-founder HubPharm Africa, and of course a participant, Female Founders and Funders Program. Good morning to you, Temitope.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on the program.
Good to have you. Yes. All right, then let's get down to business. To start off, could you briefly tell us about digital pharmacy? What is this about?
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Temitope Kareem. I'm a pharmacist and a digital analyst. So, HubPharm. I'm the CEO of HubPharm Africa. HubPharm is a digital and health tech company that ensures access to people that have chronic, complex, and rare medical condition. So what we do basically is for people that have chronic, complex, or rare medical condition, we ensure that we help them with their medication using technology, AI, and coordinated care team of clinical pharmacists, doctors, mental health specialists, and lifestyle coaches to support their journey. So we also have Afia, that is an AI currently built on WhatsApp that helps people to connect with professionals from doctors, access their medication, refill their medication, and they can also speak in their local language. Yeah.
Sounds interesting. Everything is going digital, everything is going tech-wise, and of course, it is quite interesting to know that the pharmaceutical world isn't lagging behind in all of this, and this is where HubPharm Africa stands. Interesting. In today's competitive health and tech landscape, what unique values does HubPharm Africa bring to the table? Because I know that you cannot be the first in this space, and neither would you be the last. But what stands you out?
So we don't just deliver medication to our customers. We are big on personalized care and mental support because we've know that people that have this condition, they need the mental support, they need regular checkup, they need personalized care. So what differentiates us is the mental support and personalized care. And because we also want HubPharm, we also want health to be inclusive. So that's why we've also created the Afia to make sure that people like Iyashikura from the local Idumota market can have access to the healthcare that they want. And one thing that also differentiates us is the African diasporas. So we have a lot of diasporas on our platform that want us to take care of their loved one back at home. They are there working and they want their parents to be well taken care of. So what they do is that they do this monthly refill where we help their parents to source for their medication and also provide some services like checking up on them, helping them to refill their medication, helping them to know the side effect of some medications and how to use their medications, and also ensuring that they use their medication at the right time. Because when you have all these chronic conditions, looking at the African setting, according to WHO, over 3 million Africans died in 2021. So in every community, there's always someone that have hypertension, diabetes, cancer, and WHO also stated that in the next few years, over 28 million Africans is still going to die from chronic conditions. And if you look at these chronic conditions, it's not even about sourcing for their medication. Lifestyle is also important. Most people take diabetic medication and they don't know they have to step away from some things. So we have this platform where it's not just about medication to us. Early detection too is also very important. So we have laboratories under us, we have hospitals under us, we have consultants under us. So you don't even know where to start. Call HubPharm. You feel you are having these symptoms and you're not sure what you are feeling. You don't have to go to Google or something. Afia is there to help. And if Afia now realize that you also need to speak to a consultant, a pharmacist, a mental health specialist, then Afia integrates you to one of our consultants. So it's not just about an AI speaking to you. It also have the human touch.
It's one thing to walk into a pharmacy and speak to a pharmacist on duty. It's another thing to be speaking to a computer. Knowing fully well that you can walk into a pharmacy and speak to human to human, what actually prompted, what inspired you to start HubPharm Africa?
Thank you very much. So, my dad died from diabetes complication. And one of the things that affected him was, yes, sourcing for his medication was one thing. We had to be going to a particular pharmacy in Ikeja to get his medication, because you can even go to 10 pharmacies. We have over 19,000 pharmacies in Nigeria, and most of them deals with supplement, OTC. But how many pharmacy has all these rare medications? And when it comes to the elderly people, they want this particular brand. They are specific about it. They want to use this because they believe this is what works for them. And also, they want to know, they just don't want to take the medication. They want to know the side effect of this medication. They want to know, and you see some elderly people, once they feel that they are not having that symptoms, they stop the medication. Then after like few months, the blood pressure shoots up again, and they remember, they are using this amlodipine. Let me go back to the amlodipine. But what if you actually have a community where you don't have to go to a physical pharmacy, but you can have more than what you can get in a physical pharmacy? And that's where HubPharm comes. So to us, it's not just about walking into a pharmacy and asking the pharmacy, kindly give me amlodipine, but about you connecting with the patient, personalized care, knowing this works for your patient. And we also use data. Data is very important to us. So if you register on Afia personalized your care. So if Afia is telling you answers, Afia is telling you the answers based on what Afia knows about you. So you have these side effects that you've reacted to a particular sulfur or medication before. Afia reminds you. So when you're taking a medication that makes you go back to that reaction, Afia reminds you that, you've reacted to this before. Are you still sure you want to take this? And if Afia now realize that you still need to speak to a consultant or a doctor or a life therapist, or you need a mental section, for people that have this, maybe cancer or something, sometimes it's not just about them taking the medication. They need a community to support them. So we have this community where we have various people that have different conditions, and they can relate with each other, even without knowing each other. So they know if they are reacting to one particular situation from a particular drug, then maybe that is how the medication is.
Let's digress a bit and talk about information policy. You're talking to Afia, you're divulging so much to Afia about your personal information, and then someone else goes to this same app and then pretends to be you. What happens to information? What happens to confidentiality?
Okay. So, first of all, we have a data compliance officer in HubPharm. So yes, we are secured, and your data is secured and protected. And we are also built on AWS, their HIPAA compliance. And because we know we are taking sensitive information, we have specific people that works with this information. You can't just log in and you can see another person's information, because to us, data protection is very important. So we are HIPAA compliant, and we also work with NDPR. So yes, your information is secured and well encrypted. Thank you.
All right, Lagos, Nigeria. The conversation this morning is about digital pharmacy, right? It's getting really interesting here, and you can be a part of this conversation by sending a text to 0809 9120777 or put a call through on 0915 387 7127. Before we continue with the conversation, let's tell you what the roads are looking like at this time. We have a flash update from Otedola. It says transloading of the content of the reported accidented trucks at Otedola in Woodberger is in progress, and yes, officers are on site managing the situation. From mile 12, we have a report of a minor accident between a high capacity bus and another commercial bus on the main carriageway inward Koshofe. So from out of inward Koshofe is already a busy one as far back as Owode Lady. So if you're coming from Ikorodu, expect to meet with that build up there. Thank you so much, our control room. All right, Lagos, Nigeria. The program is still Accelerate Lagos. And this morning, We are talking digital pharmacy. My guest is Temitope Kareem, the CEO and co-founder HubPharm Africa. Like I said earlier, you can be a part of the conversation. All right, Temitope, you are an alumna of the LSCTF Female Founders and Funders Program. What inspired you to, be a part of this family again? And how would you describe the experience?
So when I saw the LSCTF Female Founders, I have this friend of mine that applied for it last year, and I also ensured I followed them. So I know when the form came out, I got the form, I filled the information, and one thing that made me apply was not just for me to apply as the CEO of HubPharm, but I wanted to learn more. And I believe that Lagos LSCTF could actually give me that. I wanted to learn more, grow more, scale more, meet wonderful founders that are also building real lasting solution that will scale, and also get access to mentorship, training, and also partnership. And trust me, I didn't know anybody, because people have this belief that when you see anything coming from Lagos State, you need to know maybe the commissioner or something. I didn't know anybody, and I applied for the program, and I was shortlisted. And the program was transformative. It was fantastic. I learned a lot of things that actually help HubPharm in terms of partnership, access to funding, and also mentorship. So yes, it was a very good program.
How old is HubPharm Africa?
So we launched fully last year, June. Okay. And Afia was launched last month. So Afia just clocked a month here, but HubPharm, we launched fully last year, June 2024. So we are 1 year plus.
1 year plus. How has the journey been?
That's been interesting. It has been interesting. When you are dealing with digital pharmacy, there are a lot of things that you need to consider. Trust is very important. People want to know where their drugs are coming from, and with this NAFDAC, is it well? Does it have NAFDAC number? Are you sourcing from the right partner? And I and my co-founders, we are both pharmacists. So yes, our core value is hope. So we are very honest with our clients. And one thing that also made it interesting is why we are also discussing with African diasporas. One of the things that's made most of them not to patronize African communities was like, if they realize that, you are calling from UK, they feel, you are going to hike the price or something. But imagine you being transparent about your prices. What they see on your platform is what you are telling them. And if they call you, you are still saying the same thing. So it gives them the trust that they want. So they keep referring us, and yes, it has been a wonderful journey so far.
All right, walk me through the process of having access to your facility at HubPharm Africa. Is this an app first? Let's get it clear.
Okay, so we have an e-commerce platform where you can order medication or speak or do teleconsultation, and you can also contact us on our Instagram. We have Instagram page, and we also have a WhatsApp chat 070-50-50-50-01, where you can speak to us, or you can also talk to Afia. So it's like an e-commerce platform where you get your medication, but with your prescription, because we deal with rare medications, and we also ensure that we verify the prescription.
All right. So confirm to me from start to finish of, say, for instance, I need to get a certain medication now. Where do I start from?
Okay, you can start from our Instagram page. You can even call our WhatsApp line. We have an official WhatsApp line. Or you can go to www.hubpharmafrica.com and start chatting. And we are always
HubPharm as in
HUB Africa.com. www.hubpharmafrica.com. HUBPHARM. HubPharmAfrica.com.
All right, then HubPharm, that is H as in hat.
Yes.
U as in umbrella.
Yes.
B as in bat. And then you have farm, that is the short form of pharmacy. Yeah. That is P as in pot, H as in hat, A as in arm, and then you have R as in rat, and then M as in mat. That is HubPharm written together. HubPharm Africa. All right, then, Lagos, Nigeria, be a part of the conversation this morning. So much going on in terms of health management in this part of the world. You don't have to, go from one pharmacy to the other looking for a certain medication when you have this kind of platform where you can actually put a call through. Just a call will do the magic. And when they put a call through, what happens next?
So they speak to a pharmacist, and they can send in their prescription, or if they want to know more about their medical condition, then Afia can also help with that. Or if you want to set maybe a healthy health goal, maybe you want to lose your weight, or you have this healthy something you want to follow up on, then Afia can help you with that. So yes, there's the human touch and there's also the AI touch together.
Let's talk about the cost of all of these, because healthcare, we know in this part of the world comes at a cost. Right, quite pricey.
Yeah.
Let's look at the cost here.
Okay, I think one thing that has helped us in her journey is getting her medication from the right source. Is either we get it from the distributor or we get it directly from the company. And for our clients, we tell them that we have this loyalty discount that we give them. And we also tell them that if you refill, let's say you're doing for 2 or 3 months, then there's a percentage that you have to, like a reduction in the price of medication. And because we are getting it directly from the company, it's coming at an affordable price. One thing that we've noticed in our journey is that because these medications are scarce and rare, people put a very big prices on them.
Sure.
But we don't do that. And that's why our core value comes in. The openness and the honesty. So if we are going to be increasing a particular medication, we send out an information to the clients using them. And if let's say for this month now, this is the end of the month, so we have like over 100 people that are using, let's say particular medication like glucophage. So we source them together because we know that so patients or so facility will be needing this medication by this time. And because they have these reminders that also tells the patient that, you would have to refill. And most of these medication you have to continue using it. You're managing, it's not like malarial or maybe typhoid that you're treating. So because they are going to be using their medication for a long time. And we also try to work with their consultant or doctor so that we'll know when they are changing their medication. A doctor can feel, this patient should not be placed on this again. And that's where we also come in.
This sounds like a whole lot, Temitope, and I do know that it comes with a lot of challenges. Walk me through some of the challenges you have encountered in the last 1 year running HubPharm Africa.
Okay, I think one of our major challenge when we started was trust, people trusting us. So we have this customer from UK that reached out to us. He wanted us to deliver his mom medication it was not in Lagos, I think it was in Osogbo. So and he has been looking for that particular medication. I think it was Concert. I can't remember the medication, but he wanted us to get the medication. So we told him we were going to get the medication. It was skeptical at first because it was like, how these Nigerians are, there are a lot of scammers and everything. We said, okay, no problem. So by the time we delivered the medication and the mom started using it, he was like, it's actually original. He went to our Google to actually, like the prices, for him, the prices was ridiculous and the mom is feeling better. So he started referring us. So I think with time, one thing that has really helped us is word of mouth and referrals. So you help a consultant get his or her medication, and the next thing is also telling some of his friends that, just call these people, they will help you out. And sometimes we had to get some of this medication from outside the country. That's how far we go for our customers. Then one other thing that has also been a challenge to us is government policy. For us, before we started HubPharm, we had to wait for 1 year before PCN can actually approve our facility. And that's how difficult it can be. You can't just open a fulfillment center anywhere. You have to follow the protocols and the rules, and you have to ensure that your medication are NAFDAC registered and so many other regulations. I think one thing that has also been a challenge to us was getting the right team. people that truly understand our customers. These customers are already not feeling too good, and they get to speak with maybe one of our representatives, and you are very rude to them. It's very pathetic. So we are very conscious about the people that we employ. We are also conscious about how we relate to our customers.
All right. With participants that we have featured on this program being sponsored by the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, it means you have an affiliation with LSCTF. Tell me what your affiliation is with them and how it has helped your business.
It has helped my business in terms of clarity, communication, the confidence to move ahead, and also partnership. When we joined the LSCTF, it gave us to refine our business model, to get good mentors that could actually mentor us and see where we are coming from. When we joined LSCTF, we were still building AFIA, and AFIA was launched last month. So yes, through LSCTF, we got this partnership from AWS Cloud that's made us build AFIA, our Hey Hi WhatsApp. So yes, LSCTF has been they've been amazing, and it's not even just about going. I've gone for a lot of programs, and from the facilitators to the mentorship to even the founders that you met there, they've all been wonderful. Trust me, they've all been wonderful. It has been an amazing journey.
All right, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. We're still talking digital pharmacy here on Accelerate Lagos this Wednesday morning. Again, you can be a part of the conversation by sending a text to 0809 9120 777 0915 387 You are an elderly, you're young, you have supplement, you have medications you use to manage a certain situation. Sometimes you're not even feeling too well to want to roam the street. I mean, this is a platform you want to leverage on. All right, quickly, let's remind you that the accident at Tedola Inward Berger, the fallen loaded truck, is still covering about 50% of the road, while traffic managers are still there, expecting the crane for evacuation. The backlog is beyond Secretariat. Massive thanks to you and well done. Kudos to you, Sadiq Yusuf, our motorbike live reporter. As we head to the home stretch on the program this morning, HubPharm Africa, that sounds like a multinational company. Is this domiciled in Nigeria, or you operate within beyond the shores of Nigeria?
Okay. We are registered in Nigeria, but AFIA is currently in over 15 countries. So on AFIA, we have over 54 languages, from the normal Yoruba, Hausa to other African languages. So we are a Pan-African solution. So currently, we have patients in Kenya, Uganda, and some African countries.
Is AFIA your brand, or it's another brand on its own?
It's a product on its own.
Okay, it's a product of HubPharm Africa on its own.
Yes,
amazing.
It's her property, yeah.
All right, amazing stuff there. So basically, you're still within Nigeria now. Are you restricted to Lagos or in some other parts of Nigeria or across Nigeria?
We deliver to all parts of Nigeria, but our fulfillment center is at Ekosiketo in Lagos. We have a fulfillment center presently in Lagos. We have one in Lagos, but we have plans to have fulfillment center in some other parts of the country. Yes.
One major challenge a lot of people encounter when it comes to digital or anything tech is, having to reach out to the company itself. Sometimes we feel the need to even have a site to see if this company exists or not before putting in our money or before even investing our time in it. Can you share with us where your office is for those that might want to say, maybe even walk in to make a complaint?
Okay, yes. If you remember from the beginning, I said one of the things that actually made us launch late last year was because we were trying to register with Pharmacy Council of Nigeria to ensure that we have a fulfillment office before we launch HubPharm fully. So HubPharm is located at 17 Ademola Oshinowo Street, Ikosiketo, Lagos. So we have a fulfillment center where you can walk in, do your blood pressure, your sugar level, your BMI, and some other small diagnostic tests. And we also have an office for the online settings where we have some of our workers working. And we also have some remote workers too that also work from home. So it's like an hybrid company. We have staffs working physically and we also have some working online.
Are there some kind of ailment or infection or disease you do not cater to? Are you restricted to a kind of treatment?
For now, no. As long as there is medication for it and there is care for it, HubPharm solves that.
All right, let's look at drug abuse and how this can actually be curtailed in using your platform. I can have my prescription from something I am totally healed from, but sometimes in the world we live in now, some people feel the need to end it, and they know that, okay, an overdose of these can actually do the magic, What are you doing to manage such a situation in terms of drug abuse?
So to us, drug abuse is a very important part of HubPharm. So even if you are sending your prescription, and because we are a data-oriented company, so yes, we look at the analytics and everything. And if you send prescription to us, because we have pharmacists in the house, we look at the prescription, we look at the dates, we look at the number of doses you should be giving. And we now do follow up. That makes us different. So, and because we have mental experts in the house, we have lifestyle coaches in the house. In fact, we've looking at our social impact and the measurable outcomes that we've been able to achieve we've screened over 3,000 Lagosians in the last 1 year. And we've seen people moving from over 200 in their diabetic to 110. We've seen people using abusing cocodamol to now being clean. So yes, we don't just give medication because we want to sell. The patient comes first. So if we are giving you this medication, we are giving you because it's what you need. So we don't give you can't just come to our platform and say you want to buy even paracetamol, You need to talk to someone. We need to know why you are taking this medication. And sometimes when we ask those questions, it even gives our customers more confidence to know that, we don't just sell medication. So to us, we don't see ourselves as a pharmacist selling medication. We see ourselves as an health tech solving a particular solution for the whole ecosystem. Because we have HMOs that we work with, we have doctors that we work with, we have patients, but at the heart of HubPharm is the patient itself. So we use doctors, lifestyle coaches, mental experts to support the patients.
Okay, so you also accept HMOs?
Yes, we do.
All right, then let me ask you this one more question. Speaking of, data privacy and confidentiality, I would have to go back to that because, reaching out to someone on your platform would mean talking to a customer rep at the initial stage and then maybe eventually talk to a doctor. Now, where my concern is for a patient who reaches out, you already have a record of this person.
Yeah.
And when the person calls, is the person attached to a certain representative or a certain doctor? Because you don't have to keep divulging your medical history to every representative that picks up your call to attend to you.
And that's why for people that speak to our patients, they are very limited. So yes, you don't have everybody talking to you because we know that we deal with people that have complex chronic conditions.
Yes, because when you speak to telecoms representative, good morning, my name is Tolu.
Yes.
So within the same minute, good morning, my name is Shola.
In fact, to even make it easier for them, we have information of our customer. So most times, even before they reached out, and because they're likely to refill their medication, maybe because of the services and everything, so they have this connection with the company already. So we're already telling them that, in the next 2 weeks, you are refilling your medication. So you are still speaking to the same
person.
Yes.
Amazing. Wonderful. Before I let you go on the show, what would be your advice to Lagosians, especially, or Nigerians at large, especially to those who have a medical condition that they have to manage, especially?
I used to say that, let me quote one thing. If we can get cold Coca-Cola and beer to every remote corner of Africa, it should not be impossible to do same with drugs. So I believe your condition should not stop you from living your life. Your condition should not stop you. Your geography, where you are giving birth to, should not stop you from living the life that you truly deserve. And looking at our parents, they've nurtured us, they've suffered for us. So yes, they should also eat the fruit of their labor. So they should not die because of maybe they have a complication in hypertension, or they are dealing with thyroid, or they are dealing with post-menopause that some people don't even know that that's what they are having. And that's why early intervention is very important. If you have a concern about your health, we have this thing when it comes to Nigerians generally, you don't want your neighbor to know what you are going through. You feel, maybe if you tell someone, then they can tell you. Most people don't even like going to the hospitals because they feel they are scared of the results. They don't even know what they have. But they don't know what they have, so they don't know if they should, and they feel, if I go to the hospital, then they'll start telling them to come back and everything. So yes, I believe that if you have any medical condition or something, just reach out to the right people, and we are here for you.
All right, location shouldn't be a barrier.
No,
that is why you have a HubPharm Africa. And yes, I must say it's been a wonderful time talking to you on the program this morning. Temitope Kareem, the CEO and founder, HubPharm Africa. And of course, she is a participant, Female Founders and Funders program. That's at LSTF. Thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you for having me.
Today on Accelerate Lagos, we have discussed digital pharmacy. You see, everything is going tech, everything is going digital way. You shouldn't be left out. You should jump on the moving trend. This is where we get to drop the anchor on today's edition of Accelerate Lagos. Massive thanks to the social media team, Oluremi Aluko and a host of others there. Big ups to Victor Terry, our executive producer is Tayo Akonle. Don't forget, this program has been brought to you courtesy the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund. My name is Taiwo Baruwa. The program makes a return next week, Wednesday at 10:15. Enjoy the rest of your day, Lagos.